Hey guys, what's going on? It's Rick with Rick's Toy Room, and it is the Friday Finds video. So, as you can see from behind me, I have the Dollar General shipper for the buy 20 get a free car. If you see the thumbnail for the video, I have the shipper plus just bags of Hot Wheels all over the floor. And you know, yesterday was a really good find. If you follow me on Facebook, you have seen that I pulled the Shelby GT Super Treasure Hunt out of a public shipper. I just happened to go into one of the Publix down the road that's not as close to my house as the other one. I wasn't going to go in, but I was waiting for some food. Walk in, see their shipper. I'm going through it. At the very bottom, Shelby GT Super Hunt. I'll post the photo of that up here in a second. So I kind of got inspired. I was like, dude, I hit the two shippers at the Publix by my store. I didn't find anything, but I just hit that Publix shipper yesterday, found a super. I was like, there's like 4 more Publix near my house within, distance. I'm just going to do a quick hunt. I've got today off. I've got every Friday off for the next 2 months. So I was like, I'm just going to do a Friday hunt. And boy, was it a hunt. So I only found a single treasure hunt, and it is one that I already have. But Dollar General has been literally the gold mine for Hot Wheels. Or excuse me, Dollar Tree has been the gold mine for Hot Wheels lately. My mom has found 2 super hunts, 3 treasure hunts from her local Dollar Tree. I decided, let's go see if they're actually getting shipments, and boy, have they. I hit 3 Dollar Trees today. I have purchased over 56 Hot Wheels total between Publix, Dollar Tree, Dollar General. I ended up with 48 different vehicles, so I did buy a bunch of dupes. I found a Chase. So let's get into it. I've broken the Hot Wheels down in a couple piles. The older 2023 stuff, the Hot Wheels Let's Race Netflix series cars, 2024 main lines, and then 2024 new for you, or new for 2024, so the 2024 first editions. I think since like 2020 they've been doing new for, so these are basically the same thing as the 95 through 2000 first editions, whatever. So let's get into it. First things first, let's talk about what we found at Publix. So these 4 cars were pulled from Publix. These 10 cars. Series 2 of the 2023 Pearl and Chrome. So there are numbers 1 through, what is that? That's 1, 4, and 5. It's the Chevy C10, the Porsche 993, which honestly I like the car and I like kind of the matte on these. I said that when I first opened the Series 1. The custom Acura, the Twin Mill. Now, obviously, the Twin Mill has been a staple Hot Wheels car forever. The 67 Camaro, which you just can't go wrong with a good Detroit muscle supercar. And then the actual Mercedes-Benz Unimog Chase, which is, again, number 3 of the series, just like they did with Series 1. So, that was the first find. I'm going to go ahead and put these into the shipper. Kind of got a little banged up when I was bringing it home, but no big deal. Of course, they kind of put these things together like monkeys. So, all right. So we'll drop those in there. I will get these in Protex later. I ran out of Protex, so I'm going to have to figure out where I'm going to get some cases from. We'll get those in there. All right. So that was first haul. For the last of the 2023s, I pulled another Shelby GT just because I love, I like the Shelby GT. I like the color. I pulled a BMW 507 because, well, why not? I mean, it's a Beamer. I picked up one of these before. I think the card on that one was all jacked up. I really like this. I have not seen it a lot. It didn't get a lot of release in 2023, but the Double Trouble double-decker bus. And then for the hunt was the Land Cruiser. I think this is like the 3rd or 4th of these ones I ended up getting. So again, we will find some Protex for those. We're going to go ahead and just drop these in the case. I'm going to put the Cobra back there because I realize it's got a bent up card already. All right. So that rounds out the 2023 pulls. Let me just put that over here. For today. Now let's talk about the Let's Race. I've actually been really liking the Let's Race cars. Some of them are really cool. The paint schemes on them are cool. The fantasy cars are cool. Let's start with the singles. So for Let's Race number 115, the Baja Truck, which I'm a super big fan of. That was really cool. The T-Rextroyer number 114. That one's kind of cool. I like that one too. The Hot Wheels for Track. I may actually pick a couple more of these up. Ever since the No Fear Indy car being my first Hot Wheel that I was collecting, I've got a thing for Indies. So there's that one. This one I thought was actually super cool. I'm digging these animal ones. The Piranha Terror. Now, Dollar Tree had like 5 or 10 of these. I grabbed one. Again, I really like the color on that one. I'm probably going to pick that up. Pick up another one of those. Then we picked up the GT Scorcher. We've seen this car before. No big deal. Again, purple. This year seems to be purple and blue. Like they're really going heavy. They've recolored the Surf Duty. So if you recall, Surf Duty had a treasure hunt last year. Here is a recolor for the Let's Race. You guys have seen this one a few times already. I think it's hilarious. I had to pick it up. The Street Wiener. So it is the hot dog on the spatula. Mattel's done these tons of times. You've seen all kinds of different food ones. I think that one's really cool. This one I thought was neat. It has a special feature. Attached figures. I only know of a couple. Oh, you know what? The shopping cart from a few years ago has a figure, but check this out. It's the Boom car. So it's got a little handle on the front. It's got the cannon, and according to the back, you can hook up the figure and flick him out. So if you have the shopping cart, you can take the figure off that shopping cart, drop him on here. And I'm honestly surprised about that because the fact that you can detach the figures and how small they are, being that they could be a choking hazard, it's interesting that it's marked as a 3+ car. It's weird to me. All right, here are a couple that I picked up dupes of, but I thought they were way too cool not to. The Grass Chomper. So I've seen this a few times on Facebook. It is a riding lawnmower Hot Wheel. Ever since they did the first shopping cart, the toilet, and the bathtub, so there was an action pack that had a bathtub and the toilet, which had an alligator and something else in it. I can't remember what was in it. Then they did the toilet separately, the hot seat. Then they did the go-karts. I've always loved like the just really weird, cars. So had to pick up 2 of the Grass Choppers. And then I picked this one up because I love the color scheme on this. This thing's just got this bad, I love it. But it is the Lay-In Lowrider, the green and black, the green tinted windows, the green flames. Everything about this car I really, really like. I'm going to pick up a few more of these if I find them. I'm probably going to have to crack 1 or 2 of these open. I really like that car. So that is it for the Let's Race series. I'm going to drop those into the shipper for now. Let's get all the doubles in there. All right, so that series, I need to go through and see how many are actually in the Let's Race series. What's really weird is they all have, they're all part of different sub-series and they're different number counts. So I don't know how many they're going to do. I'll see if anybody else has nerded out and done a full checklist for them yet. I may fill the shipper just with Let's Race cars. The last few stacks or last few finds that I've had have had different Let's Race. So I may just fill this with a whole Let's Race shipper. Okay, now let's talk about the 2024 mainlines. I don't recall this car. Actually, this car probably has been out before. I've got a couple on the bottom that I'm super stoked about, but let's just knock through these. So, the Roger Dodger RT. They've done this one now in multiple colors, a pink, a white, a red, You know, just a cool car. I like it. Again, I'm a sucker for muscle cars. I grabbed the Corvette Stingray, all red with the white stripe. Really, really nice. I bought a couple of these because I pretty much wiped out everything this Dollar Tree had because they had this entire case of all new stack. They did not have the Batmobile Hunt. I was very disappointed about that. And they didn't have the gold Mini Cooper. A couple yellows, but not gold. Somebody got to the cases definitely before I did. Or, I mean, I think I bought like 35 cars from that store. So it's possible they still have half a case in the back room. I'm probably going to go back Monday after Easter and see if they put any more back and refilled because I just wiped out every peg they had. So these next couple cars, not a big super fan of, but I was like, I already got all of them. I might as well pick up the last two. The Volvo XC Supercharge. So this is the XC40. This is the Volvo XC40 Recharge. Okay, so pick that one up. Then the 67 Chevy C10 with the Hot Wheels I don't even know what the hell that says. Keep driving. Actually, the paint scheme on this one's not bad. So, I'm okay with this one. It's kind of cool. This one I liked for a couple reasons. Again, kind of a fast supercar. I also like the orange color. Kind of bright and obnoxious. The Glory Chaser. So, really fun with that one. Supercars, of course. I've got this in like 3 other colors already, but the Pagani Zonda R. I was hoping this was going to be a Hunt, but it wasn't. You can't go wrong with a Mustang funny car with the white stripes. This is the Hot Wheels Art Series. There's a few other cars in this white scheme, so had to pick this one up for a couple reasons. One, it's a Jeep. Two, it is part of that automotive series, and this K&N seems to have a pretty good following, so these tend to sometimes have good resale value. So picked up one of those. They had a few more of them. I didn't grab all of them. This one I picked up because they're starting to really get into these like International and Celebration Day cars. This is the 2024 Women's Day car. So it's the purple and pink. It's got the little women's logo, 2024 Holiday Celebration Sub-Series. I grabbed it because, you know, why not? The Jaguar F-Type Project 7. Kind of looks like the Barbie car, to be honest, but whatever. I grabbed this one for 2 reasons. One, it's a good classic muscle car. 2, it's a bright, obnoxious green. Being from the 80s, I'm all things neon. The Camaro Response. It is a Camaro police car, bright lime green. Dude, you can't... Yeah. Picked this one up for a lot of reasons, actually. First and foremost being that it is another Shelby Cobra. Second off, it is a golf car. We know that these golf cars tend to hold some decent, following. So I had to grab that one. Now we're going to run into some dupes, but I only found one of these, and I was really bummed, and I've been now digging, and I'm going to have to find a bunch more of these. But it is the 60 Years of Goldfinger, the Aston Martin 1963. It is a James Bond car. You gotta love the Bond. I'm digging it. I've already pulled these a few times, but I grabbed a couple extra just in case. The DeLorean Alpha 5, so I grabbed 3 more of those. I don't know if I showed you guys pulling that last week, or earlier this week, but I did decide to grab that. Now, I was really excited to find this one because I've seen a lot of people post it. And again, this is part of the holiday celebration, but it is 2029 leap year, not 2029, February 29th for 2024 leap year. It is the Roger Dodger. If I find a few more of these, I'm going to pick them up as well. And again, these are those like kind of specialty cars that, they only did for this year or whatever that I like to buy a handful of, stick them in the closet, sit on them. Now, this one's been out a few times, but as a mainline, I don't have it yet. I grabbed 5 of these. It is the Fast and the Furious Ice Charger. Or sorry, the Fate of the Furious. So what is that? Fast and the Furious 9. I'm a big fantasy car fan. So Fate of the Furious, the Dodge Charger. It's got the souped up engine in the back. It's got the bulletproof windows. Ice Charger. again, I'm a big fan of like the fantasy and the like movie cars, the Batmobiles and the DeLoreans and the Snoopy car and all the things. Steamboat Mickey. So yeah, I bought everything they had on the shelf of those. Between being a Charger, between a Fast and Furious car, you know, again, it's one of those ones I like to sit and stuff in the back of the drawer just because. All right, so let's get into the new for 24. Now, a lot of these just started showing up online. If you haven't already seen it, they did a variant of the Monster High Ghoul car. It is a black with the pink. I'm digging the color scheme on this. It gives me that old school, like, Neo Viper from G.I. Joe, or the Saw Viper, the purple and the black. I bought it because of the color scheme. I picked this up because it's one of those just stupid looking Hot Wheels, but also it's the Vespa. A few people have posted this already. I found it finally, so I bought one. You know, first edition. I always kind of like to pick up some of the first editions just because it's the first time they came out, and then the final run versions the last time they've been made. Again, for cars that have been seen a few times now, this is the Asan Autistic Self-Advocacy Network. So Hot Wheels Celebration. It is the Flippin' Fast. This is the one that can race this way or that way. I might actually pick a few more of these up. The dollar store had like a few left. I only took one of them, but it may make a cool fidget spinner. Spins around. This one I picked up. I put it down a couple times, and then I picked it back up, and I was like, you know, I actually kind of like this. It is the 2023 Dodge Ram 1500. It is the dual cab. It's got the moon roof. I like the big beefy tires on that. But that is new for 24. The 23 Ram. The Pontiac Aztek Custom. Again, one of these ones that I just like, I had already cleaned off the shelf. Why not just take, I don't have it yet, so there's that one. Not terrible. Not bad looking. And then, my buddy Joey sent me a photo of this, and this, just recently people started finding them like the last couple days. Cadillac Project GTP Hypercar. It looks like an early rendition of a Batmobile. Like, I could see this being a Batmobile. But check that out. They had a couple of them, so I grabbed them both. If I find a couple more of these, I might buy them to open it up. I really like... Yeah, I mean, it just has that Batmobile feel to it. Like, everything about it just looks like a Batmobile. I'm cool with it, so I bought that one too. So that's it, guys. Those were the 56 or 53 cars, the 43 different models, the treasure hunt, the chase. So again, the treasure hunt was the Jeep from 2023. The chase was the Unimog. All the new Hot Wheel Let's Race. I'm going to have to go watch this on Netflix. A couple of the guys that I talked to on Discord said they and their kid watch it and they love it. I'm going to kick it on tonight. I am 5 episodes away from completing the original Fox X-Men cartoon. I'm going to watch the 3 or 4 available X-Men 97. I hear that's really good too. From there, I'll probably kick over and watch Let's Race, and then I'm going to do like a full-on movie marathon X-Men. I'm going to do all the X-Men, plus all the Wolverine origins, plus the 2 Deadpools. I'm just going to I'm going to go Fox, mutant out this weekend. So that's what I'm going to do. All right, guys, I will be back hopefully maybe tomorrow. So I'm going to go pick up my girlfriend in Brandon. There are 2 Publix right next to her house. So I'm going to hit both of those and hope that I hit another shipper with a treasure hunt or super hunt that no one's got to yet. So I will hopefully maybe post tomorrow. But if I don't, I hope you guys have a great Easter. Get lots of candy, chase lots of eggs, and eat all the chocolate. So thanks, guys. As always, like, subscribe, follow. Let me know if there's anything in these cars you really like. Let me know if there's anything you're looking for. I can hit the stores and try to pick you guys up some. Or maybe if I've got some dupes here, hook you up. But other than that, yeah, that's it. Have a good Easter, guys. Bye-bye.